All right, so yesterday we worked on the new kind of way you're going to be approaching for sell-by owners. What do you want to hit today?
I had a couple pauses, I think, or questions to break up those closes and see if I can remember that.
Yeah, all right, man. That sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
All right.
Hello.
Hi, I'm calling about the property on 154 Main Street. Is this the owner?
Yeah, this is the owner. Who's this?
Hi there, this is Daniel, and I'm a realtor. I've got your property pulled up here and was wondering if you could possibly help me out for a moment.
Yeah, you got a buyer?
Yeah, that's a really great question. I mean, we work with a lot of buyers and sellers. Right now, I'm just calling to see if we were to bring you one, are you cooperating?
We are.
Okay, great. Well, I appreciate that. Is there a particular commission you're offering?
Yeah, we're offering 2%.
Okay, 2%. I really appreciate that. I'll make note of that right here. And again, my name is Daniel. What was your name?
My name's Dan too.
Okay, well, that's cool. Daniel, we actually help a lot of for sale by owners when they sell their property to purchase their next one. So I'm curious, once you do get this one sold, are you looking to stay here locally or are you moving elsewhere?
No, we're moving elsewhere. We're going to be getting out of the area, out of Florida.
Okay, sounds like you're moving out entirely. You know where you're headed next?
We're going to Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach. Oh, wow, that's exciting. Tell me about that.
Well, we have relatives there, so we're going to be moving in. I could work from home, so can my wife. So we're going to be moving closer to family there.
Okay, great. So you're moving to Myrtle Beach to move closer to your family, and also sounds like it'd be more convenient for you work-wise.
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, I'm curious, is there anything else really important to you about making this move to Myrtle Beach?
Well, I mean, look, obviously we're going to be on the coast, so moving from interior Florida to the coast of South Carolina is definitely, it's a better location.
Okay, great. So yeah, it sounds like that would better suit your family for sure. And ideally, in terms of what you want, because really that's what's most important. How soon are you hoping to accomplish this move?
We want to get our price, so once we get that, we'll move.
So yeah, so you're definitely not in a rush. You want to make sure you can get the most possible, which is great. And on that note, it looks like you're asking 350. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, great. And if you don't mind me asking, I'm curious how you go up with that price.
I've seen what's selling in the area. We follow the market locally here, and I've sold homes in the past, so I know what to do.
Okay, great. So it sounds like you've had some experience and you got it all figured out, which is great. And I discovered the property here on Zillow. I was wondering, is there anything else you're doing to market the property?
Yeah, we have it on Zillow, and yeah, we have a sign out front.
Great. So you're taking some good initial first steps to get that exposure, which is great. And Daniel, you strike me to be someone who's very straightforward. I'm the same way. I'm curious, is the professional fee the main reason you're selling this property yourself rather than just having a local agent help you?
Yeah, that's most of it. I mean, why pay twice when you can save half of it?
Yeah, Bill, I hear you. And then, I mean, if I were you, I feel like I would get some of my home in the same amount of time and for the same amount of money that an agent could, and I'll do it myself too. And speaking with you, so we have a question of whether or not you could or couldn't sell this property because you obviously understand the process. Would you agree?
I do.
Yeah, the real question is, Daniel, is if you knew, and I mean really knew, that having someone like me help you and the increased exposure we could provide you with, instead of being lots of calls from agents, you could potentially have more than one offer on the table, forcing people to compete. And what ends up coming to the surface would be the most somebody's willing to pay. And I have to imagine if you really knew that was a possibility, would it be worth maybe 15 or 20 minutes of your time to explore that option?
I mean, it sounds great, but I mean, again, every agent's telling me the same thing. They can sell the property, and I just don't see how it's possible considering I'm saving half the commission.
Right. So it sounds like right now, you got your plan in place and you want to stick to that. I'm curious because based on what you've been trying out to share with me so far, I've heard a couple of things clearly. I mean, the first is you're definitely on board to sell this property, make the move to Myrtle Beach, be closer to family. The second thing I'm hearing, if there was a way that you could net what it is you wanted to net, that you wouldn't necessarily be opposed to having an agent help you with that process. May I make a suggestion?
Yeah, what's that?
Well, Daniel, I'm aware that right now I'm just a voice over the phone, right? What I'd like to do is simply pop by, take a look, and see what the property has to offer in person. While I'm there, I'll show you two things extremely clearly. The first is very specifically and realistically what we can do in terms of a proactive approach to get into that multiple offer scenario, force buyers to compete, and get the most somebody's willing to pay. Because that's ultimately what you're after, right?
Yeah, I mean, I want to net the most here and pay the least.
Exactly. I absolutely understand that. And the second thing I would share with you on that note is in the current market, in the home's current condition, what's going to be the absolute most amount we can expect to receive for the property, as well as net bottom line, what the proceeds will be to you when it's all said and done. And then at least this way, Daniel, whether it's me, somebody else, or sooner or later, you will have all the most important information that you need to make a great decision for yourself and for your family. Does that sound fair to you?
I mean, it does. I would definitely need to talk to my wife before we do make any decisions.
Yeah, absolutely. And I also want you to include your wife. And I'm married as well, so I get it. And I can hear in your voice you're definitely excited about making this transition happen to Myrtle Beach. I'm curious, does your wife feel pretty similar to you?
Yeah, she's on board.
Okay, great. So, I mean, if she knew there was someone who could shed some light on the situation, provide you both with some guidance that can help you accomplish the move and do it quickly and efficiently, I mean, I have to imagine she might be interested in speaking with them as well, wouldn't she?
I mean, yeah, we would obviously need to talk about it together.
Yeah, definitely. And I want you to talk with her as well. So to accommodate that, what we can do is take a pencil with a large eraser, very tentatively pencil something in, just so we have it on paper, then we can connect after you speak with your wife. That'd be fair.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
So if we were to connect, would you usually be available in the evenings or the afternoons better for you?
Uh, I mean, I would think evenings, but I probably need to, again, I would need to talk to my wife to see what time would be best.
Okay. So how about this? Since evenings are better for you and you want to speak it over with her, why don't we go ahead and just pencil something in for tomorrow evening? That way you have the opportunity to speak with your wife, also take a look at the information I'll be sending you over. And I'll give you a courtesy call beforehand. And if we need to change it or move it around, that won't be a problem. All right.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and just put it down for 5 o'clock for now. And like I said, I'll call you beforehand if we need to change it or anything like that. And what's a great email so I can send you that information?
The Mesrobian team at gmail.com.
And then from there over to that's pretty cool. So, well, how was that?
Brother, man, you're making major moves. I dig it. How does it feel to you? Don't worry about what I think. I want to know what you're feeling because this is completely different from when we started this on Monday.
Yeah, no, because it's a whole different mindset and spirit. So, I mean, I like it. I think I got just, I need to see it practice. And if I get, like, if it starts working, I'll have more confidence with it. But I mean, I think I like how it sounds. I think it's reasonable. I mean, the way the questions are set up, I mean, it doesn't make a whole bunch of objections. So,
You feel confident when you're saying it?
I feel fairly confident because I have it memorized. So,
Yeah.
that's a good first step. I mean,
Yes.
and I mean, practice it over and over. So, I mean, that kind of gives me the confidence. But
Awesome. Well, that's what I can tell when you're answering questions that you're confident with what, like, it's not, it doesn't feel, there's still a little bit of scriptedness in it, but it doesn't feel that way the more you start to get into it. So this is, again, this is markedly better than on Monday. So good stuff. Good stuff. I'm going to give you some pointers here. Use I'm curious maybe like once or twice. You said it, I think 3 or 4 times.
too much.
Yep. So just cut. So it's okay that you're saying it, but use some. Hey, I'm imagining. I'm curious. I'm wondering something like that to break up. I'm curious because we all have. Everybody has like a default line or phrase that they go to when they're nervous.
Right.
Somebody that I was role playing with last week kept saying "awesome." Hey, that's awesome, and it's fine. We just have to be aware of it. So yeah. And then your repeat and approving is solid. With whatever I say, you just repeat it, approve it. You're very good in that because it lets the person you're talking to know that you're listening to them. You're not just waiting for them to stop talking and then you can then ask your question. You're actually engaged and it's coming through when you're talking.
Okay.
So that's solid. Keep that up. And the only other thing I can say is just slow the pace a little bit when you go over the summation. Hey, Dan, you strike me as someone who understands this process really well. You've communicated to me. You've already sold properties, so really, it's not a matter of whether you can or can't do it. It really is a matter of if you knew, like really knew. You see how I'm slowing that down and kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like I'm fully engaged with it.
Yeah, you are. It sounds like you're generally curious. So like,
Yes, I want to get you to that place.
Yeah.
So it's like you're just having a conversation with them. That's all. And then the only other thing, my brother, is there's a few upswings in the beginning. Are you planning on staying here or going elsewhere? Are you competing with agents, or are you offering up compensation?
Okay, so it sounds like I'm like
Well,
question.
yes, upswings are they create doubt.
Oh, so what am I? So I'm mistaken. I was trying to like create like curiosity. What do I need to do for that?
Just to say it normally. It actually would be like more of a downswing.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
yeah. So hey, I noticed your property's on the market for sale by owner. If an agent like myself had a qualified buyer, are you willing to compensate them instead of? Are you offering out compensation?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah. So just hit those downswings. The upswings would be something along the lines of like, hey, I noticed online you had the property on Zillow. Is there anything else that you're doing to aggressively market your property? See, that's kind of like, see the difference?
Yeah, yeah.
So upswings are only really when you're questioning. I know you can do it in the beginning, but I would probably go more of like a downswing on that. Other than that, brother, that was solid, man. I love the fact that you're now gonna like be able to actually get appointments instead of previews with this.
Yes, I go. Yeah, I'm glad that I ran you.
How are you with your prequel?
I've never I've only practiced myself, but I haven't role played that thing yet, so that would be a good thing to probably do.
Yeah, let's do that tomorrow. Aside from the listing presentation, they're probably 1 and 1A matter of importance for appointments.
Okay.
These scripts are great for sale by owner and expired and, just listed, just sold. But if you do not pre-qualify your sellers before you go to them, you are doing yourself a major disservice because you may not have somebody you can walk out there and one party's there, one party's not. So you can't even get a legal listing agreement.
Sure.
You are comping the property. You don't even know how the property is as far as its condition, and you're comping it to brand new ones, and this one's dated. So you're not going to have an accurate price. So these are all questions that you need to ask beforehand. And then when you get there, the listing presentations, obviously the next in order of importance. Let's if you want to hit that tomorrow, we can. If you want to do, I mean, brother, it's up to you. It's whatever you think is going to serve you. You want to hit the for sale by owner again tomorrow, we can.
Okay. Yeah. No. Pre-call is good. I've been wanting to try that. So.
Yeah, this is good though. I really am. I can tell you're putting work and time into this. And look, my brother, we are in this market is transactions have pulled back to almost less than half from 2 to 3 years ago. You need to talk to more people, and then once you actually get someone who's engaged, who's ready, willing, and able to sell their property, you have to actually convert them because you're finding like it's not a needle in a haystack, but it's close. You know what I mean? Because transactions are so down. To increase your business, you really need to have conversion, better rates of. We need better rates of conversion. It's just scaling up. That's it. That's it. So you're doing all the right things. Now it's just a matter of getting more leads, more lead sources to find.
Yeah, I was wanting to really get the expired for sale by owner and next year start running probate stuff because I have the porch for that.
Awesome. Yes, that's going to be a huge lead source. It is.
Okay.
So yeah, that's big time. That's it, man. Listen, you're on the right track. You are doing all the right things to increase, because what you're doing is it's not even like leads and sellers and deals, brother. That's all external stuff. What you're doing in this script memorization and pouring into memorizing and role playing and things. It's all internal, man. You're changing your internal game. You're becoming disciplined. You're becoming consistent. You're increasing yourself, your skills. So all it's going to do is help you with your business. You're going to increase your business, which makes you better for yourself, your family, and again, your business. So all of that stuff is internal. Like you take that with you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So you're making yourself better, you're making yourself wiser, you're making yourself stronger. And that's why we're here, to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be.
I was curious, do you only work with agents up in New Jersey?
Yeah, it's in my organization. Yeah, I have agents in Florida, I have agents in Texas. Yeah, all over. When agents that aren't with us, and we don't listen, there never is any pressure with us. So when agents aren't with us and they start to see the value, that we can provide on a daily basis between Aaron, myself, Jose. When they start to get into our orbit on a daily basis, they, with role play or, things of that nature, it's infectious. Almost all of the stuff that we offer to the public becomes free when you partner with us. Because there's calls and role plays and other things that they do that other agents have to pay for. But when you partner with us, that you become part of the team. You are an elite builder. And we're like 365 strong, brother, across the country.
Well,
and internationally.
Hearing by seeing all the great work y'all do. So I mean, it's definitely something I would be open to, man, if y'all would be open to it.
Okay. Yeah. Let me do this. Let me get it because I'm actually talking to Aaron today. I'll get with him and let's see. What I'll do is I'll put an email together and see when he's free and when you're free, and we'll schedule a quick call and we'll all get together and see if it'd be a fit for you to take the next steps, my brother.
Well, I appreciate it.
Awesome, brother. Enjoy the day. Hey, let's hit it up tomorrow and we'll do whatever you want. You want to do it for sale by owner? You want to do a prequal? I'd love to hear your prequal if you're going to do it. So I think that'd be a good one for us to hit.
Yeah, let's hit that tomorrow. Prequel.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay, sweet,
All right.
sweet.
I'll talk to you then, my man.
Yeah, well, have a great one. I'll see you tomorrow.
You got it, buddy. What's going on, brother? That you're going to be setting a lot of appointments, having that prequal in your back pocket so you know that the appointments that you're going on are ready, willing, and able, bona fide and qualified. You know what I mean?